Итак, ну что ж, привет вам всем, ребятки. Вот. Сегодня мы продолжим прохождение ностальгической детективной нашей. Надеюсь, там не осталась одна миссия, а то ночью мы что-то заигрались немножко. Вот. Пока идет кат-сцена, кое-что сделаю быстренько. Она остановилась. Ну ладно, ничего страшного. Так. Буквально секундочку. Так, вот так вот. Ну, вроде вот так вот.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Смотреть места аварии.
Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I would break into your soul, but you'll never fit in with something.
Ё-моё, тут только служебные остались машины-то. На моей гонки и нету вчерашней. Жаль. Это вообще рядом. Вон, я вижу отсюда машина эту.
Stop just ahead.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey! Out of the way, bub!
If you're looking for the corner...
Так, секунду. Все нормально.
He's down by the crash site.
Надо осмотреть. Рулет. А как мне туда вниз-то спуститься? Интересно. О, а чё мы на такой не ездим? Почему у нас нет такой машины? Ну-ка, подзасядем сюда.
Can we try to get there in one piece?
Резкая она какая-то.
You're gonna kill someone!
Я понял, не ругайся. И пешкаросом. Напарник, мы с тобой туда не можем попасть, если что. А вот же как. Спуск-то вниз. Вот он спуск-то. Ну ладно, уже пешком пойдем. Шину-то свою там оставил. Так.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Иди крови.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Письмо матери.
Long way from home.
Мирный знак. Но это оторвался, наверное. От удара, скорее всего. Есть еще улики? А, наверху еще будет посмотреть.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
Угу. Она же типа актриса. Туда-сюда там.
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead. You catch all the good ones, Phil.
Пополам не разбирается.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in
Нужно
a fit
задать ей
state,
пару
we should
вопросов,
ask.
говорит наш напарник. Ну, надо все-таки подняться наверх, посмотреть, может, что-нибудь наверху там еще есть подозрительного. Так, куда примерно машина-то летела? Вот где-то здесь, получается, да, она летела? А, вот следы, вот. Че ты тут смотришь?
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
А в эту тачку нельзя сесть, да? Нельзя, плохо.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big
Расскажите, что здесь
fan of
произошло,
Beast.
значит,
I
да?
don't like. Keep out of this.
Так. Наркотическое опьянение. Так, пострадавшая пассажирка. Давайте, наверное, спросим сначала про пассажирку.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Мечтаю сниматься в кино. Так, а где наш помощник-то самый главный? Ну что ты, правду говоришь?
She's your protege?
А вот и ни хера не правду.
Yeah, that's a
Как
nice.
знал, надо было сомнение выбрать.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Да, тоже сомнение.
It's a serious offense to withhold information
Надо
from
было
the police
первое
during a
сомнение
criminal
выбирать.
investigation,
Видно же,
madam.
что что-то не так.
I
Вот,
told you to call
а
me
я все не
June.
так сделал.
You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Так,
We found a
про
shrunken
бошку
head
спросим, что за
that
башка
was
такая?
used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Давай спросим,
You
что это
mentioned
за
a
Марк
Mark
Бишоп.
Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer.
Он продюсер?
As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my
Ну,
husband.
сами
to
с ним
worry out.
разберемся, говорит. Ага!
It's not going to play that
Да
way,
блин,
Mrs.
да
McCaffrey.
почему?
We'll
Надо
take it
было
from
все-таки
there.
второй снова выбирать. Нельзя первый
Relax,
вообще выбирать.
detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Так, в это тоже нельзя сесть. Автомобиль. В это тоже нельзя. Ладно, поехали на это. Хотя... Там же снизу не просто так полицейская стоит машина, правильно наша? Поедем на ней.
I gotta have it.
You know the way. You can drive.
So, where do you want to go?
Быстрым перемещением, типа, да?
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Да он так машину водит. Опасно, опасно. Так, нам надо допросить другую пострадавшую, да?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to
Feeling
be
better
manhandled
since
by
this
a
morning,
doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My
where
head
is the
still feels
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Кто-то там ругается. Че, прям в участке, что ли, в полицейском?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Так, об аварии.
Can you tell
Так,
me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
неправильно?
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now. If
Ладно,
you
давай
have more
изучим улики.
questions, could you ask them now? All I want to do is sleep.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Так, что здесь? Мгм. Какие-то следы там в крови обнаружены.
This doesn't pertain to the case. Not sure this means much.
Давай поговорим тогда. Так, ладно.
You need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Jessica, if you don't want me to call your father, you better tell me what happened.
Please, please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been through?
Тоже неправильно. Да, ёп. Идти. Так, а как мне назад-то сделать, чтобы сделать все правильно теперь? Так, карты, костюмы, заново. Давай заново. Да, заново. Все неправильно, вообще все неправильно. Все потому что я все пропустил. Вот, теперь я все видел. Все.
You have a new case. 2 women. Possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Style line took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
I want to make homicide. You know you make it. Get that gas.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. They break through cold, but they'll never fit in the center.
Так, ну на этой сразу поедем туда. Ну, напарник, ты где?
Stop just ahead. Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Тут, короче, все двойки надо.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
This ain't the red carpet.
Так, но здесь нету никаких ни улик, ничего нету.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Сразу вниз пойдем.
Every man for himself.
Вот такие, как перцы такие, приедем сюда. Дело провалено, вы заехали на место преступления. Нельзя, что ли, прям так туда заезжать? Я понял.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Я понял.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
Мужик, иди отсюда.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Так, давай взглянем. Труселяндили.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
И письмо. Да мама пишет ей, короче.
She's a long way from home.
Так. Глянем в тачку.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Ну, номерной знак ни о чем не говорит тут оторванный. Просто брошенный и все. Если, может, здесь что-нибудь еще валяется. Тут-то мы вроде не все осмотрели. Хотя...
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Эта штука прижала педаль газа. Так что, возможно, убить хотели. Все понятно, можем пойти поговорить теперь. Жоха, привет, спасибо большое. Опа. Бег с препятствиями.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few
Но
questions.
здесь два ответы, вариант ответов.
June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Ты, говорит, мне не нравится, отвали. Это она помощнику сказала. Так. Про пассажирку мы спрашивали
What
первый.
can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Ну, я не знаю, слушай, ну, лично мне очень нравится.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Да почему снова неправильный, что ли? Ёпты идти.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claim that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us on Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey.
Привет, Андрей. Кстати, вот.
I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop.
Все, она помнит, как села за руль.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Почему бы вас не спросить, где он берет реквизит так?
You mentioned a Mark
Да,
Bishop.
учитывая, что игра
Think he
11-го
might have had
года.
something to do with this?
He is a movie producer.
Сейчас такие игры не делают.
As for his involvement,
Сейчас игры делают, что диалоги идут, и у некоторых персонажей закрытые рты. Вот так делают игры. И они еще, эти игроделы, орут, что это AAA проект. Крутой. Орут, что там инновационные какие-нибудь там нововведения, бла-бла-бла, бла-бла-бла, бла-бла-бла. Вот. Так, а я что-то все прослушал. Так. Позвольте с ним разобраться самим. Ну, давай, допустим, попробуем, да?
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McCaffrey.
Ну, типа, короче, первый подозреваемый у нас Бишоп.
Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news.
Да, да.
Mrs. McCaffrey, you are still under the influence of narcotics.
Но лучше всего это в Red Dead Redemption 2.
And I thought you were a heel.
Там все на высоте
It's nice
вообще.
of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Так, а нам не та машина нужна, нам вот эта машина нужна. Хочу вот на этой машине ездить.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Roger, 11K en route.
Наконец-то додумался залезть в машину. Напарник мой туговатый немножко. Не знаю, как я с ним работаю. Ты куда? Видишь же, красный свет для тебя горит. Куда ты пошел-то? В смысле, типа, хорошо? Или в смысле, криво?
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here.
На, вот сразу эту табличку чекнем.
Since this morning, Jessica.
Handled by a doctor. I need
little.
my lawyer.
My head still feels swimming.
Where is
Голова
the
горит
phone?
немножко, еще плывет у нее.
Do you know who I am?
Опа, а все остальное там, в принципе, бред. Тут следы наркотиков, бла-бла-бла-бла-бла-бла.
Hello,
Так,
Jessica.
давай поговорим с ней.
My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if
Ну
that's
так.
okay.
Оно так и должно быть вообще, по
окей.
идее. Так.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
You could have died in the crash.
Неправильно? Врет, что ли? Я выбрал в прошлый раз двойку неправильно, сейчас единицу неправильно. Врет, что ли?
I just went along with Junie. She knows all about the movie business.
Ладно.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Что-то злиться начинаю, я не понимаю. Из-за чего злиться начинаю?
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Она не снимается в новом фильме. Ну, точно не врет, значит. Нам нечем подтвердить это. Сомнения?
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McCaffrey? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
Все, не усесться никак.
I overheard
Простите
Junie
меня.
speaking to him on the phone a couple of times.
Неудобно мне как-то все.
Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica.
Неправильно, да ну
Forget about
нахуй.
being in movies. It's time to act like a
Простите
grown-up.
меня вообще, за мат, конечно, но вообще не понимаю. Но сомнения же на роже. Или она врет? Врет, надо было врет выбрать. Можно отмену нажать как-то?
It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a
Ладно,
big help.
насрать вообще.
Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help,
Злиться начинаю, не
just get in
понимаю, от
touch,
чего злиться
okay?
начинаю.
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I
Злой
couldn't do that,
какой-то.
officer.
Меня
What if I
разбудили,
got the
потому
part and I
что
wasn't
не дали
there?
мне поспать.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on. Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Иди туда и узнай, что там происходит. А, сюда зашло?
Root beers all around, doll.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I got the film.
Надо, чтобы она вышла, да? И мы без палева тоже выйдем. Осмотреть квартиру Бишопа.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense,
Почему мы снова на этой
be as far
машине
away
едем?
from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at him.
Тихо!
What did you make of the kid?
Ездаки.
You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Тихо. Через заправку так вот проскочим.
Open your eyes!
В смысле open your eyes? Что-то я не понял, что он там имел в виду. Вы из полиции? Я пытался их остановить. Номер 803, лифт слева.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Чего я хотя бы сказал бы? А ты чего?
Look, lady, I can pound you or I can pound your husband. Which one is it gonna be?
Give it up! LAPD!
Оу! Ouch! Ouch!
I curse you and your children.
You really want to dance?
Shouldn't have tangled with me, friend.
Да, тихо! Ха-ха-ха! Напарничка-то моего выстегнули, алло! А вон он там стоит, отдыхает за дверью, спрятался. Эх, напарничек. Напарничка тоже туда же надо закрыть.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Отец, ты шляпу потерял.
Thank you.
Почему ты в этом странном костюме ходишь? Я тебя переодевал.
Look at this mess.
Presented to Mark.
Новая улика, седло. И посмотреться надо, да?
I don't think so.
Не думаешь? Точно? Шляпу свою, да, вот, одень. Вот. А то мы его переодевали вчера, он что-то все равно в своем бегает в костюме. Опа, книженцы.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Угу. Опачи.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Фотография декораций так. Угу.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Деньги?
Doesn't look like anything.
Обычный хлам, говорит, на 5 баксов. Обычный хлам.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Так, а можно еще что-то переключиться? Нет, нельзя.
Probably nothing.
И там тоже ерунда, там что эти столовые приборы. Ну вот часы, может, что-нибудь интересного есть.
Don't think this is anything.
А, нет, не интересно. Ясно. Ну, вроде все. А вот и фоточка. Тип какой-то рядом с ним.
Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Ага. Ну, фигурант дела. А это что?
Optimistic call. There's the set. Hollywood's own
Так, это
little
площадка,
piece of
так,
Babylon.
в Голливуде. И чего, как это связано? Я не совсем понял. Так, незаконное вторжение. Так, эти люди, кажется, так, они работают на Гея. Так.
No. Why should I?
На Гая.
June Ballard
Или
is
Гея.
married to Guy
Не
McCaffrey.
понял,
Have
что
you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Это мнение? Или лжет?
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Угу. Так, изнасилование Джессики Хэмилтон.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Тут я не понимаю вот по этой роже, вот, ну как понять по этой роже, что вот врет она или что она? Давайте мнение.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Мне кажется, правду говорит.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Угу. Так, надо позвонить.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Так, новое место у нас появилось. Куда можно двигать? Напарник, пошли.
An aging movie
Шляпу забыл
star,
там.
a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. We're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us,
Получил по щам и шляпу там оставил. Совсем остатки из него выбили. Мозгов. Так, дамочка, аккуратненько. Ты там тоже давай на своем грузовике. Так, номер, так, Бишопа.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Oops.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad.
Мы через заправку не проедем, наверное.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McCaffrey.
Вот так вот проедем, нормально все. Срезали. Угла. Упс. Упс. Чуть пешехода не задавил.
Jesus, Cole! I got your bike.
Да останавливайся, но... Вообще машины не останавливаются. Такое ощущение, как будто у них тормоза вообще не работают. Вот так вот сделаем. Они вообще должны уступать дорогу нам, как бы, пропускать типа нас. Все, приехали, нормально.
This is the Hopgood guy we've been hearing about. See what you
Так,
make.
нам вовнутрь найти. Найти этого типа и поговорить с ним.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
У меня, говорит, здесь небольшой павильон звукозаписи. Видите, говорит. Всякие штуки тут лежат для съемок. Декорации. Тут для звукозаписи.
I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Ага, у него шляпа откуда-то появилась. Так, опа, а здесь могут быть зацепки какие-то. Опа! Вот чебурашки эти тут лежат. Давай вот эту чебурашку посмотрим. Так. А что-то он и не рассматривает ее. Давай другую. Это и все, что ли? Какие-то ненужные вообще зацепки. Странно все это как-то очень. Опачи. А вот и эти таблеточки, которые были в крови обнаружены.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Все, нам, в принципе, больше ничего не надо.
I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
У меня, говорит, есть друзья в полиции, так что не стоит на меня наседать.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
За ним находится комната. Ну и?
Huh. Well, well.
Так,
Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company. Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
И чё? Так, тут вентилятор обычно. Это типа гримерка, ну. Ну, давай поговорим, допустим. Связь с
Did you ever
Бишопом.
do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
He was here yesterday, and something
Неправильный
pushed
ответ.
him over the edge.
Лжет, скорее
You're
всего.
holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
Пиздец, и не раскрыли дело, короче, из-за тупости из-за моей. То, что я не знаю, что ответить.
I think your problem is with Bishop.
Как нам его найти-то теперь?
The room behind the mirror makes our case. We need to find a way in.
Как быть теперь? Заново и начинать игру, что ли? Это бред, мне кажется. Я уже и не помню ответ-то. Или надо было выбрать, он врет? Есть помощники-то в чате? Кто-нибудь? Хоть чуть-чуть помочь. Я уже не знаю, что делать.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
ВСД не появилось, значит не надо ничего это.
I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood.
Бишоп. Адрес новый появился.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Ага. Так, ну это бесполезно, там какая-то атрибутика. Извращенцы долбаные. Так, можешь подойти к нему, попробовать еще раз поговорить с ним.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Вот так вот. Он ему только что объяснил. Популярно, что он дебил.
Oh shit! Get us out of here!
Погоня! За нами! Почему за нами погоня? Это что такое?
Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires. We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Блин, а почему я врезался? Я не хотел врезаться.
Either give me a good shot or get us the hell out of here.
Так.
Let's see him chase us now.
Служебный транспорт уничтожен. Нам нужна ваша машина, мистер.
What in the world?
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, but...
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to
Это не то. Это все не то. Чё мне там надо? Так. Декорации к фильму смотреть. Прозрачные колеса. Плохо нарисовали. Ёшкин кот, я и так все тут разбубохал. Этой погони там разворотили полгорода, блин. Декорации фильма «Барабан из джунглей».
There's the slippery bastard now.
Крутая, но короткая была погоня.
God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD! Get him, Phelps!
Это полиция. А ну стоять. Не гадай.
Calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8 in Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
Нельзя еще пистолет использовать, чтобы прицелиться в него. Там, надеюсь, не с пулемета строчат.
I didn't do anything.
Get the hell out of here, you goddamn maniac! Bishop, that's enough!
That girl made it
В
all
туфлях-то
up.
неудобно бегать, а в кроссовках бегать. Долго я за ним так гоняться буду, интересно?
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
June Ballard! He's blackmailing me! What the hell?
Hands in the air, Bishop! Move another inch and you're dead!
Mark Bishop, you're
Несовестно
under
как-то
arrest for the
построили
attempted murder of
декорации
June
эти.
Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Так, а где мой напарник? Его там, надеюсь, не прибили, бедняжку.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down!
О, опачи, опачи. Выгляни.
It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to
Oh
die!
my fucking shit.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Come on, it's this way.
Откуда?
God, they're everywhere.
Really hurts.
А вон он.
You have to get me out of here.
Побежали, побежали.
And it's the electric chair.
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. For the love of God, how many are there?
Прям боевик.
I don't...
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here!
Ну все, за ними, по-моему, 6 звезд гоняется теперь. За этими типами.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant wall. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them, quickly! Small barrel. Find some cover.
Где он? А, можно было всего в одну бочку выстрелить.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Пошли. Жулик.
Stay in cover!
Так, надо взять
I should
этот.
have known that bitch was trouble.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Опа-на. С Томпсона.
Come on, let's keep moving! Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statue rape and attempted murder, so he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Ну, мы раскрыли это дело. Жалко, что только одного посадили, поймали. Ах. Надо кофе.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Катя, если слышит меня, может кофе сделать?
Get in.
Вот.
I'm buying.
Я был бы не против. Кто-нибудь скажите Кате, чтобы она кофе сделала. Дядьки Артур.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and
С ней
swing.
никто не поздоровался, она, наверное,
This
ушла.
bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
Вам, говорит, здесь понравится, здесь умеют угодить.
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like chumps?
Get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
There she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
Ну, 47-й год, что сделать? Там со всеми так общались.
We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa.
Как Rockstar еще не вырезали эту сцену.
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Ну, да мы это... Ну, хорошо, дело закрыто. Ну, ладно. Вчера-то вечерком мы получше как-то с этим справлялись. Полгода спустя. Помада цвета крови.
right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Так, нашли труп женщины, бла-бла-бла. Все за работу.
That bum took a swipe at me, put him down in my sap.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Так, мне машину дадут другую какую-нибудь? Или все вот это будет? Стандартная. Ну, хоть цвет другой стал у нее. Ну, а грязная вся такая. Прям не могу. Куда ты сел, отец? Пошли вон ту жигу красную возьмем. Мне нравится. Блин, жирный еще тупее того. До этого был. Жирный, ну иди сюда. Или ты старый совсем стал и жирный. Ну садись, ну. О, додумался. 1 час 20 центов стоит парковки.
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself.
Здесь такие кабриолеты
See if you
стоят
can learn
нечестные
something
такие.
about seeing how a real cop operates.
Так, а что у нас там? Это мы здесь? А двигаться нам сюда надо. Ага. А по пути у нас нету, да? Секретных этих машин. Ну и ладно.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Vidalia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same.
Кто-то также нарушает правила, как мы. Мы-то полицейские, нам можно.
That's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home.
Да куда ты? Я же сзади еду, видишь же. А, ну поворотники там эти, поворачивальщики. Лишь бы повернуть им не тогда, когда надо. Так, шахматы сыграли. Мадам прошла, все, поехали.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Так, ну машину здесь оставляем. Чтобы не зайти случайно туда, на место преступления. Не заехать, точнее, на тачке. То урчать будут.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Теперь говорит, валите отсюда. Ой-ой-ой! А ну глаза все закройте. И руки на стол положите.
Roman, this your beat? Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Так, следы от шин.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Иди к черту.
Interesting.
Да не.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Угу. Кольцо на пальце было еще. Так, все
What's
ясно.
the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
А, вот так вот надо. Опачи. Жига.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
С секретиком. Зажигалка с секретом. Угу. Так, давай сумки посмотрим, что там находится. Расческа-то все равно бесполезная, мне кажется. Ключи. Помада.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Так, помада. Угу. Только помаду, ключи, там все остальное не будет смотреть. Ну, а что здесь за щеточка?
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size
Следы
8.
ботинок 41
Paper
размера.
lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Can we get to the bomba? Man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Еще где-то здесь, наверное, что-нибудь лежит. Может, орудие, кстати, убийства где-нибудь находиться. Опа.
Circumstantial.
Мелочь.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Точно, говорит, не для моего ума. Ясно все. Так, это хорошо, а то я тут это самое, тут раскрывал, блин. Ну ты такое пропустил вообще, тут просто вообще офигеть. Такая прям перестрелка, погоня была. Опа. Что это?
Not much help.
Яблоко это, е-мое. Вот такая лежит тут, мадам. Нам, кстати, повышение дали. Ездим вот на такой машине. Так. Там что, сбили кого-то, что ли?
The werewolf? For my money, copycat.
Напарника нам дали какого-то другого, кстати.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall.
А, помада. Что-то с помадой связано. Кровавая помада.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women.
Девку
Why not
какую-то
power
там
over the police department as
сбили.
well?
We're finished. The guy opens his mouth again.
Забили ее до смерти там.
For some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip out the ammo and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastic.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you.
Ну, вот такая гонка проехала.
Understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to
Надо было
operate in the
забрать
Los
ее для
Angeles
дела.
area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Че тупим-то? Ехать надо. А интересно, NPC в меня врезаться могут? Сзади, в смысле. Если я резко заторможу перед ними. Так, опа. Да, резко тут затормозишь. Так, надо, получается, ехать все равно по дороге. Ладно, не бойся, не буду я бежать к тебе. Угла вот так вот срежем. И дальше поедем. Вроде бы казалось, но все такое, ну, линейное, прямые улицы. Бери, едь да едь по прямой. Нифигашеньки. Так, а мне надо вниз, получается, туда. А кто сигналил? Мы, что ли, сигналили? Так. Ну, это мы зажигалку нашли на месте преступления, а там был вот это вот, ну, клуб, короче, вот этот.
A waitress. Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. At bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll
Так,
stay here.
значит, он знал типа жертву, да?
Pour me 3 fingers of rye. Where's that goddamn waitress?
My eggs. Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
The house officer.
Sure, she's a regular.
Yes,
Celine is...
Pour me another.
Was a
Была.
lovely woman.
Была очаровательной женщиной. Так, подозреваемого так видели с жертвой.
Was Mrs. Henry here with
Она
anyone
пришла
last
сюда одна?
night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Правду говорит. Так ведь? Истина. Ну, чё, эмоций нет никаких на лице. Значит, правду говорит. Единичка, да, у нас, значит? Андрей, ты здесь? По-любому единичка.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Угу. Так, у жертвы украдено кольцо.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Сомнение, мне кажется. Да, сомнение однозначно.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Так, знает мужа.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war
Почему
was
он тебе не
finished.
дает 15 минут писать?
Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Я в настройках ничего не менял. По идее, должен писать. Так. Сомнение, наверное, вряд ли он лжет.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Привет всем, да, я в отпуске.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend. My eggs are running.
Where's that?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up
Так, а как
nicely.
позвонить-то? Ага, оттуда нельзя, а отсюда набирать.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Да, я в отпуске с начала месяца.
You're gonna see your married man again?
Этот тут сидит уже. Бездельник. Толстый.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, fellas.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine. His
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job with a healthy thirst to fend you, Cody.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
Блин, я не туда свернул, надо было ехать там.
Maybe the men
Через
combing
другую сторону.
Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were
Долго
more
ехать
interested
придется
in
тут.
sniffing out
Объезжать все равно
the
все
clues
эти.
that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor
Ладно,
syntactical
выкатим
error,
туда,
Detective
и там по
Galloway.
прямой
I never
поедем,
claimed to be able
как
to
хотел.
prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Тут, надеюсь, просто по прямой дубасить. Так, туда нельзя еще выехать, в ту часть города. Ну-ка, что там за катафалк стоит? А чё? Какой-то Шевроле тогда. Типа универсал такой. Опачи. Парковка какая-то. Ну-ка, заедем, посмотрим, что там есть. Естественно, Артуха возьмет автобус. А автобус нельзя взять, да? Ой, ёшки-матрёшки. Почему нельзя? Хочу автобус взять. Блин. И тут нет ничего особенного. Поехали на катафалке дальше. Чего сделать? Так, выезд тут у нас. Просто наверх поедем все. Так, стопы. Езду. Че сигналишь-то там, алло? В смысле, это что, он большой? На нем вообще нельзя. Так, ну мы почти приехали. Вот, все, приехали. Нормально. А здесь типа муж ее должен быть. Ну это самое. Я чтобы преступников больше загрузить туда.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Похоже, говорит, кто-то сюда забрался с задней стороны, разбито стекло. Угу. Резиденция.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Так, дом поджег там. Кто-то какой-то.
Maybe if... No.
Может и нет. Давай вот эту коробочку. Опачи.
Tiffany. The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Упавшие драгоценности. Ну, кольцо тут типа должно быть.
Regular Amelia Earhart per day.
Летчица. Она летчицей была. Летала, значит. Че, все тут вроде. О, нифига тут бардаченский. Так, ты что у нас тут?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Типа фен? Да, нет. Так, где окно разбито? Надо найти, где разбитое окно. Нам же напарник-то сказал, что сзади там где-то окно разбито. Ключ.
Don't think this is any use.
Вряд ли, говорит, это нам пригодится. Я думаю... А, не, пригодится.
Above average for a lady.
Великоват, говорит, для дамы. Размер 9. А что это за 9? Ну, мужик, что ли, наряжался?
burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Ой, микрофон скрипнул на стойке. Так. Катя мне так и не хочет кофе делать. Ай-яй-яй. Да, клей тут постоянно. Мы еще не все улики, что ли, изучили тут в доме? Вот, записка. О. Так, если протрезвеешь, приходи. Квартира 2. Телефон Ми такой-то. Джейкоб.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
Mm-hmm.
One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Так, опросить соседей у нас появилась новая задача. А этот должен криминалистов вызвать. Вот.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services.
Опачи.
Suspected 459 at 144
А ну-ка.
North Union.
Комцемир.
I knew it was.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with
Полиция
Celine
Лос-Анджелеса.
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Так, проблемы в семье. Мы знаем, что он ей дал в щи, короче. И убежали там кто-то куда-то. Жирный меня уже в машине ждет. А, у машины. Ладно, хоть не.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
That's the top of the newspaper. Oh, that looks like.
Так, ладно. Ну чего ты? Ясно все с тобой. Поехали. Садимся в свой катафалк. Че, интересно, далеко ехать надо?
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all.
Машина пропала.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Так, надо притормозить. Так, ясно, поворот прозевали. Где-то здесь должна быть. Может, это вообще дом частный? Да, обгоним его там. Опа. Все нормально, приехали. Аккуратненько. А, что это с пистолетами мы тут? Значит, сейчас пальба будет.
Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Так, на в поисках улик, короче, смотреть дом.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight.
Seems irrelevant.
Нет, с этим пока рано говорить, типа. Так, тут... Опачи.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
Опачи.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
Так.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Записка новая появилась. Так, еще фигурант в деле так. Опачи. Что такое? Бита.
Nothing significant.
Ничего особенного. Ну, она просто лежит на полу в углу здесь. Так, для самообороны, походу, делал. Угу. Ботиночки.
Size 11s.
45 размера. А там 41 размера были, ну, эти оставлены отпечатки от ботинок. Так что навряд ли это он убийца. Но это не значит, что его можно исключить. Так, ну давайте поговорим с ним тогда. Знаем, что он нам скажет интересного. Так, передвижение жертвы, так.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Сомнение.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live
Неправильно.
a glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Андрей, не хочешь мне подсказывать?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars,
Миша, привет тебе.
royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
Так, последний контакт с жертвой.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Врет. Вот здесь вот врет. Так, у нас в блокноте есть подтверждение? Вот, записка с угрозами. Вот. Лжет.
That's a lie and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective? My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
Ну здесь-то да, я согласен, потому что не повезло. Неправильно! Да как неправильно-то? Алло, я ж все правильно. Почему все неправильно? Я все правильно нажимаю, а он все неправильно говорит.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
You went to her house, you fought,
И опять
you beat her,
неправильно.
she left and then you followed her.
Я не понимаю.
I left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
Не знаю, там в
So you
записке
can
ничего не
prove that
написано
you
уже
came back
было.
here after you left your wife's place.
Там я ушел и все, написано было.
I came back here. I was here all
У него
night.
спросили, что там, бла-бла-бла, там, бла-бла-бла, короче, и это. Он говорит, я не видел, я ничего не делал, короче, и это. А соседка же сказала, что он ее бил. Да, похуй, давай два,
So
короче.
you were here, tucked up in bed, while someone was out there beating your wife's brains out. That's all you've got?
Бесит меня это что-то все.
Talk.
Я сейчас отойду, короче, кофе сделать. И
He'll tell
вернусь.
you he called here last night, and I answered the phone.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're not okay.
Let's just leave it at that. What's this bunker?
Да дерись. О!
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Что надо сделать, я не... А, вызвать. Но ему и так уже срок светит. За нападение на сотрудников полиции при исполнении.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Я пойду пока кофе
I need a
сделаю.
patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doctor. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez.
Они все еще болтают по телефону, офигеть.
Apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to
Всех
Central.
подозреваемых нужно доставить в центральное отделение и немедленно допросить. Ясно, выезжаем. Так.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. This guy must have
Саня, привет. Я так и не понял юмора, почему все неправильно я ответил, если правильно все отвечал. Но он же везде врал, все врал везде. У нас были железобетонные убеждения, утверждения. У нас были все собраны улики против него. Почему все неправильно? Я не понимаю. Мимика лица, он все время дергался, глаз у него, он постоянно куда-то смотрел. Это значит, он все врет. Наглый врун. Почему все неправильно? Сначала съездим туда, в квартиру. Посмотрим, что там происходит, а потом уже съездим на допрос. Я злой полицейский, отстаньте все.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the newspaper.
Вот смотрите, так, что там с номером по фамилии? 16-я квартира. Интересно, вы знаете еще какой этаж это? Так, наверное, второй. Нет, это 4-й этаж, последняя квартира. Так. Вот он 4-й, а он 16-я квартира.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Мне этот звук не нравится. Это часы обычные, фу. Ну, ключ мы этот видели уже.
No good to me.
Мне кажется, тут нет никаких улик в этом квартире. И зря мы сюда приехали. Спички. Но это никак не поможет расследованию. Опа, а вот и орудие убийства. Да не батарейку же бери, отец. Помада.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Так. Ключ мы нашли. И помаду мы нашли. Это самые веские вообще.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a
О,
bitch.
жулик какой, побежал сразу куда-то.
Stop right there.
Помчался он, помчался. А ну стоять, бояться.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
А, ёшки-матрешки. Садись за руль, да. Погоня, снова погоня.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Ой, несется, вон несется.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole.
Это
Keep me
по-любому
alongside
он
his
убийца.
vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Во, со стрельбой, погоня со стрельбой.
Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Put your hands where I can see them.
Видали? Круче, блин, чем в Форсаже.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Я ничего вам не скажу.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage.
Так мы, наверное, не того посадили-то.
Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand
Ха-ха-ха! И не дали ничего ему. Обосраться. Правильные вопросы. 3 из 7. Нормально. Ущерб автомобилям, ущерб городу. Хорошо, дело закрыто. Посадили, но походу дело не того.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Следующая глава. Опять убийство.
Galloway.
Гэллоуэй.
Got it, Skipper.
Ясно, шеф.
Yeah, I'll bring him.
Ладно, я его прихвачу. Он же как-никак напарник мой.
What have we got?
Что у нас тут? Новое дело.
White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end
Так,
of
труп
Hill
белой
Street.
женщины,
Hacks are all
брошенный
over
так
it.
на всех на виду. Так,
Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
Что-то мне это
The first rule
напоминает.
of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I
Ну
know
ладно,
the place
пошли.
where they found the lady.
А, что-то
Nothing but
напоминает,
Sunset
что-то
Boulevard.
напоминает,
Let's
да?
go.
Ах.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to one round.
Так, получается, мой напарник у нас главный, а я-то этот. Пока зеленый, неопытный, значит. Ладно. Машину нам дадут когда-нибудь другую?
Did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at that.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day.
Наверное,
with a
так по
new
прямой надо
day
ехать
that needs
туда.
our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right.
До финала, до
See, I
самого.
knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Вооруженный преступник. Это где? Мы вообще в другую сторону поехали. Так, я не совсем понял. Наверху, что ли? Выходит, что так. Да, здесь. А я проехал по туннелю поэтому и не понял даже, что мы уже проехали дальше, чем надо было. Ну ладно.
I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex.
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators around.
Все возможно.
How can any
Но это не
killer
точно.
continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
This is awful. Awful. Why can't we get
Detective,
any closer?
I was first on scene.
So, hey, what's going on over there?
Так, а где место преступления? А вот. Опять то же самое. Все то же самое.
Looks like she was tied up.
Похоже, ее
Does it
связали.
first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Угу.
Look at your mark. It's very
След от веревки.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Так, руку вот эту давай.
What's this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement
На
ring.
нем было
Violently
кольцо
removed.
обручальное. Или на помолвку. Пропавшие драгоценности.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Угу. Угу.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Что там еще есть? Это деньги.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Если мотив ограбления, то почему преступник не взял деньги? Так это не ограбление было, потому что... Фетиш у него, скорее всего, такой. Угу.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad he wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detective, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Я же говорю, мы тогда не того посадили. Так, дом... Так, ну поехали по чуть-чуть.
Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she?
Ну вы видите, полицейские едут.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
Hey, come on! You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
This officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Так, ответили диспетчеру, перехватили на другой вызов. Едем туда за преступником. Будем ловить и наказывать. вызов, мы можем ехать по встречной полосе. Вот так вот получится у нас. Ой-ой-ой. Ну да ладно, с кем не бывает.
This officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Enter to handle code 3 identified.
Ограбление банка, что ли? Ну, вон они с Томпсонами выбежали. Тот фургон хочу.
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
You picked the wrong bank to rob. Move it inside.
Минус 2. Где еще один? Не вижу его. Где они? Не вижу их. Вон и вижу.
Long time to run out of ammo.
Есть еще?
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
Мы куда-то наверх поехали, зачем-то в лифте.
Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Come on, Paul, what's taking so long?
Тут еще один, что ли?
You're fucking toast.
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it.
That's it. That's all of them.
Все, мы всех победили. Терминатор 3000.
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units code 4 on the 211 and Bank of America. Code 4.
А этого уже нету тут. Почему постоянно дверь запирает? Такие после перестрелки спокойно сели в машину, поехали дальше. Автосалон. А мы тут были, кстати. Да? Помните этого? Типа. Не переживай, все хорошо. Надо просто нам на нормальной машине поездить. Вот и все. Конфисковали машину. Едем куда-то очень далеко. Да, наверное, лучше быстрыми перемещениями, ё-моё. Нам, наверное, прямо надо ехать дальше. Здесь похоже на место, как будто здесь машина может быть спрятана. Давайте посмотрим. Но нет. Поэтому садимся в свой лимузин. Ошибка игры. Ёшкин кот. Игра, короче, это вылетела. Ладно, давайте-то на этом, наверное, и закончим нашу трансляцию. Раз игра сама говорит, хватит. Вот. Что ж, всем удачи.